Well, welcome everybody to tonight's football game where the Caledonia Fighting Scots will be taking on the Lowell Red Arrows in a OK White Classic battles being set up tonight. Brian, a lot at stake tonight. First place in the OK White State playoff possibilities for these Fighting Scots. Of course, Lowell's already qualified. Yep. Caledonia needs one more victory to get in and also to stay in the hunt. Big crowd here tonight, and the weather may be a factor tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now it's drizzling a little bit, but you're right, Jerry. Caledonia needs that 6th win. Yeah, Lowell's already qualified, so you wouldn't think in this type of game that that's going to make much difference. I think the difference is going to be is Caledonia needs to stay playing like they played the last few weeks. They need to stay physical. They need to play hard and get on their opponent right away. Otherwise, if they play like they did against East Grand Rapids and Rockford, they should be okay.
Well, if we have the team that showed up that played those games, Caledonia will be just fine. Coach Dean was quoted earlier in the Grand Rapids Press, clarifies it, that Lowell didn't have a chance this week against these Fighting Scots. And, of course, who are we to argue with Coach Dean? We would certainly
Is there a reason why they're 7-0 right now? Yeah, right,
so,
exactly.
So that's the classic setup, but this is going to be a classic battle. Believe it or not, Caledonia and Lowell have not met that much in their history. Only 12 times. Caledonia only 2 victories overall. The last victory coming in 1990, and that game was at the Lowell Fairgrounds. Caledonia prevailed 31-14 in that game. We haven't beat them since.
No,
so
absolutely.
Tonight's the night.
A lot of stuff. Just be nice to play on a little nicer night, but hey, it's late in the season and it's football weather, and you just got to put up with it. Again, turnovers. Caledonia's got it. They've done a great job the last couple of weeks, not turning the ball over, not having any penalties, and just playing good physical sound football. So, and that's just really, I think that's going to be key tonight.
Well, they're going to go up against a very physical team. Caledonia does have the experience factor, believe it or not, against Lowell for the first time. Lowell's starting a lot of juniors, but it's like Coach Dean's program. They just insert players year after year after year.
Yeah, they graduated a lot of people last year, and all of a sudden here they are 7-0, and for the most part, I don't think anyone expected them to be there. But again, like you said, they always seem to find people, put them in spots, and they just play good football, and they always have.
For tonight's coin toss, Caledonia did win the toss and elected to defer until the second half. As a result, Lowell will be receiving to start tonight's ball game.
Well, Brian, you touched on that this game is going to be a physical game. It is. One of the characteristics of every Lowell team is that they play great defense, much like Rockford, but much like Rockford, Lowell doesn't score a lot of points tonight. They do have the capability of scoring, but they rely mostly on their defense.
Exactly, and actually, speaking of defense, Caledonia's defense has really stepped up the last 3 weeks here too. They have not allowed many points. They shut out Rockford, and they had East Grand Rapids shut out until just about 4 minutes left in that fourth quarter of that game. So Caledonia's defense has played much better here of late. So, hey,
Lowell relies a lot on their quarterback Stevens and their wideout Hessler. Those have been their 2 main guys in the scoring, the passing from Stevens to Hessler. So Caledonia secondary will have their hands full on that. And to start this game, Caledonia will be kicking off defending the north end zone. Lowell receiving. They've got Steed back deep. Eddie Kelly will be doing the kicking for the Fighting Scots.
As well as number 3, Zeph Dean. Team it up for the Fighting Scots with number 6, Eddie Kelly.
There's a boot by Kelly, high end over end kick. It's going to be returnable. Returned by Dean. That's Seth Dean, a junior.
Number 3, Zeph Dean returns Kelly's
gets it out to about the 30. Well, one of the things, Brian, we're bringing this live outside tonight.
Yeah, I just was going to say we need to mention that we're sitting outside right amongst the crowd. So there may be in the camera view, there may be some umbrellas and some heads pop up and whatever else. It's going to be loud. So, well, that's good.
Number 10, Ryan Stevens.
Stevens at the control. We're going to send Dean in motion. It's a handoff. This is to Max Dean, another junior.
86 Adams for Caledonia on the stop.
Number 2, Max Dean for the Red Arrows.
They'll give them a gain of about 5. This drive started at the 30, the opening drive for the Red Arrows.
He was brought down by number 86, Nick Adams, to pick up of 5 yards on the play.
This time, Lowell's going to stay in the spread offense. Again, Dean in motion. Back to pass.
I think that was bounced on the ground. He made a good attempt for it.
Incomplete. That was Brannigan, the intended receiver. He got it on the one hopper, but ball's incomplete. So this brings up a big 3rd down and 5 early here for this Caledonia defense. Well, despite the rain, the field looks like in great shape.
So far, it hasn't had much rain this year. It is in pretty good shape, but by the time the end of the night is here, it's probably going to be a little rough.
Big 3rd down play. Stevens back to pass. He's got time. He's got a man. He's got the 1st down. That was Steve.
Stopped that time by Drake Ellens, number 5. But
well, Lowell successful on their 3rd down attempt. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 40 for the Red Arrows.
Have a 1st down for the Red Arrows.
It's a handoff, inside handoff. No gain. Max Dean stopped right at the line.
22, I believe, that time for Caledonia. Jake Murphy with a big stop behind the line.
I think he got hit right at the line of scrimmage there, so there will be no gain.
And Andrusiak.
No gain on the play. 2nd down for the Red Arrows.
That was nearly picked off. Intended for Brannigan.
Nice job that time with number 5. Drake Ellens batted that pass away.
Well, another 3rd down coming up for the Red Arrows. This time it's 3rd down and 10.
This Caledonia secondary that time had good coverage on the receiver. Well, you can tell our quarterback's got a pretty good arm, Jerry.
Yeah.
He's been right on the money. So.
Big rush. He's got a man underneath. It's Brannigan, but he's going to be short of the 1st down, I believe, by a yard.
Yep. So they'll go for it.
Well, we'll see if
I don't know why they won't.
Pass completed downfield to number 81.
We'll see what kind of a spot they give him, but I believe he was down.
They're going to go on a hurry up.
Yep, hurry up offense.
It's going to be 4th and short for the Red Arrows.
A little confusion on the Lowell set. Well, he's got the 1st down. That's a big offensive front for Lowell.
Inside handoff to number 2, Max Dean. He powers his way across midfield. He does have a 1st down at the 47-yard.
So that is a 1st down into Caledonia territory. They're going to spot that ball at the Fighting Scot 47-yard line. This is where the Red Arrows, the 1st time into Caledonia territory. And Dean in motion. This time another handoff. Inside to Dean, and good trap blocking that time by that interior of that Lowell line.
Stopped by 22 Murphy again for Caledonia.
Again to number 2, Max Dean.
Well, right now Lowell's offense trying to take a little bit of advantage of that good rush by that Caledonia offense.
Absolutely.
They're getting trapped. They're getting trapped up front.
Yep.
22, Jake Murphy.
And they got some size too, Jerry. That's a big offensive line.
Almost a single wing set here. Lowell again. Good tackle that time as Dean had nowhere to go. Going to bring up another 3rd down.
Murphy again for Caledonia from the linebacker spot with a nice stop behind the line.
Tackled nicely by Caledonia's 22, Jake Murphy.
Yeah. That was good backside pursuit by Murphy that time. So Caledonia's defense needs to stop him here. It's on another 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 4.
Well, I'm sure in Lowell, the position they're in now, whatever, they'll go for it even if they don't get it.
It's Dean straight ahead. We'll see where the spot is. He's going to be awfully
Hand off to
close.
the right side to
I
number
think they're
2,
going to give it to him, and they
Max
do. Just straight ahead blocking that time by Lowell's offensive line, and
He does have
Lowell
yardage
converts on their
for
third
another
straight
Red
third
Arrow
down
first
conversion
down.
attempt.
He's
So
tackled
that's
by
not good.
Caledonia's number
Nope.
34, John Hubble.
So the Red Arrows will have it 1st and 10 right at the Caledonia 35-yard line. Lowell's opening drive here, 7:48 to go, first quarter. This time, nowhere to go. Dean stopped.
Hand off again to number 2, that's Max Dean. He was met immediately by Caledonia.
So no gain on that play, Brian. So Caledonia did a good job staying home that time.
Absolutely.
Second down for the Red Arrows.
We'll stop with no gain that time.
Good pursuit to the football by that Caledonia defense. 2nd down, 10. Lone setback is Dean with Stevens. Going to send Steed in motion. He's got an underneath man. The ball is dropped. Well, he had his man. That ball might be a little slippery, but that ball falls incomplete.
Downfield to number 23, Avery Buckus.
Yeah, there's just a real kind of a fine, almost heavy mist right now. Again, it's not necessarily raining, but it's misting quite heavily. So it's very wet.
Well, that was Buckus, the intended receiver on that incomplete pass. It stopped the clock with 6:55 to go.
Well, I have no doubt here they'll go for it.
Yeah.
Both
Well,
two,
again,
third
another-
and fourth down.
Another third down situation. 3rd and 10 this time. Another incomplete pass. It would have been short. Anyways, so 4th down. We'll see what Lowell does. They've got the ball at the Fighting Scot 35. I think they're going to go for it.
Well, I'm sure they will down here right now. They've been moving the ball, and they've had, really, for the most part, on 3rd down, they've had good success. And he'll go to the air again. They've had some luck. They've got receivers open, Jerry. They've just dropped a couple.
Yeah. Well, 4th and 10. There's some movement against Lowell.
And I believe it's procedure. That'll push them back at least 5.
Yep.
That should help a little bit.
Well, we'll see.
And now he's going to punt
Yeah, that changes it. 4th and 15. Coach Dean's going to punt the football away.
and play field position. That's smart at this time.
The penalty was on Lowell's offense, illegal procedure.
And if I was Caledonia, I don't even know if I'd put anybody back.
Number 43,
Coach, I'm not real sure if I'd put anybody back. I'd make sure he kicks it.
Well, Beery, the punter for Lowell. He gets his punt away, and nobody is back for Caledonia. And it's going to be down inside the 5-yard line. That's where Caledonia will take over 1st and 10 on their opening possession here of the first quarter.
Defense got pushed around just a little bit, Jerry, but they had them 4th and 10, and then, of course, the mistake with the procedure penalty, Lowell decided to punt the football.
Well, this is where Caledonia's offense.
But at least no points on the opening drive. That's good.
Well, Caledonia's going to start their opening possession when Wishbone's set. Christian at the controls for the Caledonia.
Comes Kelly.
Kelly's got, breaks a tackle. He's going to be hauled down out to the 35. Brian Kelly gets Caledonia out of the hole.
Caledonia quarterback is number 10, Tanner Christian. His handoff to number 6, Eddie Kelly, and he charges.
We'll give him a gain of 32 yards on that carry, and that's what Caledonia has to do. They're going to have to rely on Eddie Kelly tonight.
Before being tackled by Lowell's number 2, Max Dean.
Fighting Scots going to stay in that Wishbone. It's Christian. He's going to be just tripped up at the Lowell 25-yard line. Tanner Christian on a keeper.
Well, that's all on the quarterback, Jerry. If he comes up to the line of scrimmage and he sees that, all he's going to do is tap the center, and he's just going to run right up the center. So good for him. He recognized that. He'll give the center a little tap, and then he'll take off. So that's all on the quarterback.
Well, Caledonia in 2 plays has driven the ball all the way down to the Lowell 25-yard line. Then hand off to the fullback, Soul. He gets down to about the 20. Good job up front by that Caledonia offensive line. They'll give him a gain of 4 on that carry. So
close to the 20-yard line.
Caledonia
being tackled by the Red Arrows,
will have it
number
second
34, Josh
down and
Colgrove.
about 6 at the
Down.
Lowell 21-yard line. Counted to Burton. He's got a first down inside the 15.
And off to number 20, that's Jalen Burton. He powers his way across.
So Caledonia, very impressive. This drive starting at their own 3-yard line. They've driven all the way down to the Lowell. They're going to mark it at the Red Arrow 13.
Lowell's number 5, Nathan Stevens.
Time to
Kelly again
on the
weaves
counter.
his way around.
Carries several tackles with him inside the
And
10-yard
off
line.
to the right side to number 6, Eddie Kelly. He was brought down by
I
Lowell's
believe-
number 62, Danny Cruz.
I guess it was Cruz that time. I was saw another number in there, but they'll give it to him. For the
Well, second down and 3 for a first down. They got the ball right at the 6-yard line. Again, this time Burton again on the counter.
he might be in.
End zone. I think
If
he's
not,
down
he's
at
right
the
on
1,
the
but
goal line.
it's going to be first and goal, Caledonia.
And off to the left side to number 20, Jalen Burton. He powers his
Well,
way
Caledonia doing this
inside
all on the ground.
5-yard line. In fact, he's close to the goal line. Before being tackled by number 34, Josh Colgrove. First and goal for the Fighting Scots.
And for a touchdown, Caledonia.
Logan
Logan
Soul.
Soul, 1 yard out. Caledonia strikes first. That score comes at the 4:05 mark of the first quarter. Caledonia 6, Lowell 0.
Well, there's that physical presence on the offensive line, Jerry. I thought Lowell was doing a good job, but I think Caledonia just topped that on their first drive.
All right, Watchers on to try the point after. Foreman will do the holding.
Touchdown. Number 4, Trenton Foreman is the
Snaps
holder.
down, kicks, good. It's good. Caledonia
And the kick is good.
on top, 7-0. Well, very impressive drive. Eddie Kelly got him out of the hole big. They were pinned down at their own 3-yard line, and that big first down run by Kelly let
And
Caledonia open up that offense.
And another one right after that by the quarterback. 2 big runs, and then they just powered their way in.
96 yards, capped off by 1-yard run by number 41, Logan.
So right
Soul.
now, weather just not low. Looks like they kind of want to try to throw the football tonight a little bit, Jerry. But the way the weather is right now, I'm not sure how well, on a nice, clear, dry night, the weather might have an effect on that.
Like we said, Lowell does have trouble moving the ball on the ground. They've had to rely on Stevens' arm so far this year, and their defense just got schooled on that first drive.
Absolutely, yeah, 96 yards right out of the gate. So
Dropping back deep.
Kelly
to receive
again
the kickoff for the
will be
Red
doing the
Arrows
kicking
is
off.
Number 3, Zeph Dean, as
Dean
well
and
as
Steed
number
back
12,
to-
Gabe Steed.
Back deep
Teeing
to
it
take
up
the
for
kick.
Caledonia's number 6, Eddie Kelly.
It's a low line drive.
this will be hard to feel. It's
Gonna
going to
take
be
it by
wet.
Steed at about the 5. Well, Steed brings it all the way back at an electrifying return to about the 21-yard line.
Finds a seam and takes it all the way down inside Caledonia's territory. We'll call it the 25-yard line where the
Well.
Red Arrows will have it first and 10.
Lowell have it first and 10 at We're going to mark it at the Fighting Scot 25-yard line. This time Dean got nothing on the carry. That interior, that Caledonia
22
defense.
again, Murphy. He's having a big night. He's again in the backfield for the stop for Caledonia.
No gain on the play. It'll bring up second down for Lowell.
Second down and 10. Clock winding down to 3:30 to go first quarter. Caledonia on top, 7-0. But Lowell in Caledonia territory. This time, just a couple by Dean. Is like very tough going in the interior of that line right now.
Number 2, Max Dean.
So third down. Well, this is definitely 4-down territory now for Coach Dean.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's not gonna. He can't give the ball back here.
Pick up 2 yards.
That's going to bring up third down and 8.
For the Red Arrows.
The 23-yard line, he'll definitely go for it. But Caledonia needs to make that difficult. They need to keep it at this distance if they can, with at least 8 yards to go.
Stevens back to pass.
And again, he missed him. It wouldn't have been enough, but he had made it a lot shorter, that's for sure. But again, the receiver dropped the football.
Well, it stops the clock. It brings up 4th down and 8. Brannigan was the intended receiver. He's had a few go off his fingertips tonight, Brannigan has. Like you say, Brian, with this heavy mist coming down, it's not very conducive to a passing game. Big 4th down here for the Fighting Scot defense. Stevens dropping back to pass. He's got time. Pumps, fakes. He's got a man. And it's incomplete. And Caledonia holds.
Nice job by Allens that time to knock it away. And that turns Lowell away.
So Caledonia defense holds. They turned away Lowell, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Counter to Burton. Good run out, 1st down, about 8 yards.
To number 20, Jalen Burton. He finds a good seam and races out.
So that'll bring 2nd down and short, about 2.
9 yards on the run. Tackled by the Red Arrows, number 22, Derek Massey.
Again, Burton. That ball came out. That ball came out. It's been recovered by Lowell. And Lowell comes up with a turnover.
Big turnover that time. I thought I saw the ball come in here, but I wasn't sure if it was mud or dirt coming up from the field or what.
So it looked like Dean picked it up right in midair and ran it back to the Fighting Scot 10-yard line, and that's where Lowell will have it. So the first turnover of the night, we were kind of afraid with this weather would lead to some turnovers.
It might happen. You just don't need it deep in your own end. But. Well, he's just loading up the biggest 7 he's got up front right now. And they're just going to put everybody right foot to foot right on the line, and I think they're just going to run that over and over right here. That's about all they have, Jerry.
Got the ball at 7. There's no.
He's just trying to get a 1st down, I think, right now is what he's trying to do. They can get a 1st down right around the 5-yard line.
Tackled by Caledonia's number 34, John Hubble. 2-yard pickup.
No, I think it's 3rd and goal, Brian.
It'll be 3rd down for the Red Arrows and goal.
3rd and goal from the 5. Lowell's going to stay in that tight formation. Got to about the 2, so a big 4th down coming up here.
Number 2, Max Dean.
So 4th down. Again, here we go.
2-yard line.
They got the ball at the 2, 4th and 2. Well, Caledonia's defense has done it before.
He didn't get there.
He did not get it.
The handoff to the outside to number 2, Max Dean, was met immediately and did not.
So a big hole by that Caledonia defense.
Credit the tackle to number 4, Trenton Foreman.
Well, now Caledonia's going to start deep in their own territory again, Jerry. Almost the same spot as the first drive.
Yeah, they're going to say at about maybe the 1 yard line. Time Christian. Got a little running room that time outside of the 5, maybe the 6.
On the keeper, he gets the ball out to about the 6-yard line.
So a little breathing room this time for Caledonia. And that keeper by Tanner Christian. That might be the last play of this quarter. We'll see.
2nd and 5.
Well, Caledonia's.
Yeah, he's going to wait.
They're
going to let it run down. What a defensive stand, Jerry. That's just on the turnover deep in their own end. The fans will let you know that they stopped them right now.
Well, that is the end of the first quarter. Caledonia 7, Lowell 0. Well, a couple of big defensive stands by Caledonia here late in the first quarter.
Yeah, Lowell's opening drive, they drove down, got converted 3 times. Kind of looked like they were pushing them around a little bit. And twice now Caledonia stopped them deep in their own end.
Yeah, Caledonia stopped them after a kickoff return by Steed down to their 25.
And turned around on the turnover and stopped them again.
Yep. Right at the 1 yard line. So good job by that Caledonia defense. And when we return the action, Caledonia will have it 2nd down and about 5.
I think, Jerry, maybe we need to keep an eye on that too, because if this game starts to get away a little bit, Lowell got turned away, and there are points early in this game to keep them in the football game. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see if that becomes an issue.
Staying exclusively in that wishbone. This time on the counter, Kelly. It's going to be stopped after a gain of 2. So it'll bring up 3rd down.
The handoff
3rd down and about 4.
Number 6, Eddie Kelly.
So they really need to pick up a first down here. They really don't want to kick this ball out of this deep in the end. They need to pick up another first down.
Number 34, Josh Colgrove. 3rd down and 4.
Straight ahead is Christian. He's going to be short of the first down, I believe. We'll see where they mark it. It's going to be awful close, but I think he might be a yard short, depending on that spot.
He gets it to about
4th and a yard. I think Coach Burrow's going to roll the dice here.
Well, he might see if they can draw him off sides.
Before being stopped by number 62, Danny Cruz.
He got it. Kelly.
That's a gutsy call, but I tell you what, that's going to tell you we're going to keep running the football.
Burton picked that up.
Follows good blocking. He's all the way out to the 17-yard line. It is a first down for the Fighting Scots. Tackled by the Red Arrows, number 22, Derek Massey.
So keeper by Christian. Going to get to about
First
the
time
20.
they've shown the option here a little bit out of that.
On the sweep to the right side. Gets it to about the 20-yard line.
They're going to spot that ball right at the 20, so it'll gain of 3.
By number 81, Josh Brannigan. 2nd down and 6.
This time the fullback is going to be stopped. No gain, a loss on a play. Loss of about 3.
Handoff to number 41,
Logan Soul, the ball carrier.
By several Red Arrows.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Number 2, Max Dean. Loss on the play, 3rd and 9 for the Fighting Scots.
So a loss of 2 on that carry by Soul. Well, we'll see if Caledonia elects to go to the air for the first time tonight.
They may here. Yep, they did some personnel change. And they're going to go into the spread.
Yep.
And they'll run out of this too. They'll spread everybody out and they'll run the football here too. But
he's got Kelly. Kelly's got it.
Yeah, there he goes.
He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Caledonia. Eddie Kelly lined up at the end position, came out, caught that ball full stride, broke a couple tackles, touchdown, Caledonia. That score comes at the 9:05 mark of the second quarter.
You did, and Jerry, they've talked before too. There's not a lot of people in the secondary. They're going to stop Kelly if he gets ahead of steam up. He did juke a little bit, but if you get in front of him, he's probably going to run you over.
Watch as his boot is up. It's good. So Caledonia on top, 14-0. Well, 2 drives by Caledonia deep in their own territory.
And they have just shy of 200 yards rushing here. Well, 1 pass play, a total offense probably here in the first half. Well, they had a possession in between, so it's got to be right around 200 yards already with 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Well, Lowell was coming, Jerry. They sent a blitz, and that left 1 man in the middle of the field, and Christians was able to dump that ball right over the middle.
And you're right. No one's going to bring down Kelly. He juked 1 guy, and Dean could not bring him down, and off to the races he went.
Well, he's got good acceleration for a bigger running back, too.
Dropping back deep for the Red Arrows, number 3, Zeph Dean, and number 12, Gabe Steed.
Well, dear, if Caledonia again can get a stop on defense and score again, it's just what they've done the last couple of weeks. It's got that look to it right now, but hopefully they can do that.
The defense has come up big so far. This time Kelly, another low squib kick. So Lowell start at their own 25.
The Red Arrows, number 4, Christian Hoggard Rosenfeld.
A long ways to go here in this half. Caledonia.
Off at the 15-yard line and brings it
9:04 to go in the second quarter on top, 14-0. And the way this defense has played, we could hold them here. We can get the ball back in good field position for once.
Absolutely.
That's
Dean on the carry.
Inside handoff to number 2, Max Dean.
Max Dean.
A couple of tackles and gets out close to midfield. We'll call it the 48-yard line. 1st and 10.
That'll be a first down for Lowell.
Tackled by Caledonia's number 5, Drake Ellen.
A little confusion by the Red Arrows on their formation set. The pass was intended for Seth Dean. It falls incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Yeah, you get a tip ball in the secondary. A lot of times that results in an interception, but
defense by Caledonia's number 5.
It did fall harmlessly to the ground, but
Lowell has not been able to do much through the air so far. So that incomplete pass stops the clock at 8:28 to go, second quarter. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Well, we've got a flag. A late flag coming in.
It comes from behind, so I'm not totally sure what that's going to be. If it's a block in the back, it could be.
It was almost a.
Went to the left side. There is a penalty.
He fumbled the snap and then just kind of pushed it out to his back, but shot block against Lowell. That'll push him back.
That's the second penalty against the Red Arrows tonight.
This will be a big penalty.
This will cost them. Pushes the ball all the way back to the Red Arrow 35-yard line.
36-yard line. It'll remain second down for the Red Arrows.
Second down and long. Pass off it to Brannigan. Got a lot of that yardage back and more.
Finally a stop by 23 Bryce Hauser. He had a line of blockers out there that time.
Gets out across midfield.
So it's going to bring up third down and about 5.
Tackled by Caledonia's number 23, Bryce Hauser.
Oh, another big play here for Caledonia defense, but
for the Red Arrows.
it's going to be a first down.
Handoff to the left side. Following good blocking is number 11, Trevor Sherlow.
Another junior,
good for the first
picks
down.
up the first down.
Tackled by Caledonia's number 50, Danny Tosh.
So the Red Arrows,
First and 10 for
Caledonia
the Red Arrows.
territory at the Fighting Scot 41-yard line, first and 10. 7:15 to go, second quarter. Caledonia on top, 14-0. This time Stevens just on a keeper.
That time Nick Adams stayed home, made the stop for Caledonia.
On the keeper, tries to go to the left side before being tackled by Caledonia's number 86, Nick Adams. Pick up a 3 on the play. It'll be second down for Lowell.
Time Lowell going to stay in the spread. Good heavy rush. This is picked off.
We'll see what the penalty is.
It might be against the. This one might be coming back.
The pass was picked off by number 22, Jake Murphy. However, there is a penalty marker on the play.
We'll see what they got.
I think they roughed the quarterback. We'll see.
No, man. Oh, geez, he's calling roughing the quarterback. I'm not sure how that's roughing the quarterback. Yeah, the coaching staff should be totally upset. There's no way that's roughing the quarterback. I don't understand that at all.
The penalty is on the Caledonia defense, roughing the passer.
Well, that's going to come back. And it's going to be a first down for Lowell, much to the displeasure of the home crowd.
And I do not get that at all. And Caledonia's going to call timeout here, which they should to settle them down a little bit. But I don't understand. Jerry, I don't know. I mean, you're going to see this, right, on TV. I don't get it. I'm sorry, but.
Timeout, Caledonia. With the penalty, it is a first down. The ball is now at the 21-yard line of Caledonia. First and 10 for the.
Well, the call is going to stand, and the Red Arrows are going to have excellent field possession at the Fighting Scot 23-yard line.
Because the more you know, the better you can plan for what's ahead. Find your local agent, David Gregor, at 616.
Well, the Caledonia defense has held Lowell all night. They just have to do it again here.
We are insurance. We are.
He had the defender in his hands on the quarterback before he threw the football. That's just part of the motion of the play. I would have argued that either way, to be honest with you, if that was happening. It's just a bad, I don't understand that. But here we go. Sorry, I'm ranting.
First and 10 for the Red Arrows. Again, a pitch. No gain on the play.
The pitch to the left side to number 11 for Lowell. That's Trevor Sherlow.
Sherlow was the ball carrier. He lost two.
Number 61, Austin Simmons.
Well, that was a poor decision by Stevens to throw that football in the first place. But
yeah, it was, and there was. I didn't think there was no way that should have been that penalty in for sure. But
so 2nd down and 12 for Lowell. They're going to call.
Yeah, I think Lowell's going to have to call time.
Yes.
They're uncertain of what's going on.
Timeout, Lowell.
Well, 5:37 to go. This is a big defensive stop for Caledonia because
it is, and with that penalty too, it pushed Lowell down there deep again. But I just don't.
Yeah, well, Caledonia's kept Lowell out of the end zone. Lowell's been deep in Caledonia territory on 3 occasions. This is the 4th occasion tonight.
Yes.
And, you know, the big 4th and goal stop was big for Caledonia. One of the biggest defensive series of the season thus far.
Well, they got them good now, 2nd and long. If they can keep that way. They haven't had a lot of pressure on the quarterback, but the interception play with the roughing call, they had a lot of pressure on him, obviously, and that's what caused that. But
well, the Caledonia coaching staff has got to settle down a little bit. They need to draw a penalty here. So.
Yeah, it was close. I was thinking that Coach Burrell was all the way out on the field several times. But
incomplete. Pass intended for Steed.
Stevens pass downfield intended for Lowell's number 12, Gabe Steed. The pass was
so it's going to be 3rd and long. I know they'll go for it twice here, 3rd and 4th down, deep in the territory and down a couple scores.
So 3rd down and 12. 5:32 to go.
For the Red Arrows.
Lowell just looks a lot confused in their formations tonight.
Logan Stoll that time for Caledonia. Yep. Great job with batting the pass down. The secondary's playing very well right now, Jared. All their pass plays, they're right on them.
Intended downfield to number 12, Gabe Steed.
Good job by the secondary.
Play by Caledonia's number 41, Logan Stoll.
So a big 4th down now for the Caledonia defense. 4th down and
so even with the penalty, if they can, they get a stop here. That'll be huge for the defense.
Be another big momentum swing here for Caledonia. Off the fingertips of Steed, he had it.
Now we got a late flag here in the middle of the field. We'll see what this is going to be.
Stevens' pass was intended
another late.
Near the goal line
after the play was done, for the most part, the way I saw it,
a penalty marker on the
it's a dead ball. Could be a personal foul. It is, and it's against
Lowell.
And Caledonia declined that and take the football.
It's down.
I think it was a little pushing and shoving. That was after the play was done.
Well, Stevens has thrown the ball on the money a couple of times, but his receivers just can't haul it in.
No.
Brannigan and Steed have been.
And I don't know, he's got a lot on it too. He's got a strong arm, and tonight it's cold, and their hands are cold, and again, I think the weather's playing a factor in that.
Yeah, it's not very conducive to a passing game.
With that last play, Caledonia needs to put a drive together, take the rest of the quarter time off the clock and score, and that'll.
Well, they've got great field position as a result of that penalty, all the way out to their 40-yard line with 5:22 to go. Like you say, Brian, a lot of time here. This Caledonia offense can score quickly. They're going to stay in the wishbone. On the counter to Kelly. Kelly's breaking tackles. Going to finally brought down in Lowell territory. 1st and 10,
I was just going to say, Lowell has everybody on the line of scrimmage but a couple people, and if you get by that first 2 yards, we're going to get big yardage like that because Lowell's got everybody on the line right now trying to stop that run.
By the Red Arrows, number 3, Zeph Dean. 1st and 10 for the Fighting Scots.
You watch if they do it again. This time they're back a little bit, but they're walking a lot of people up.
This time. Burton on the carry.
Nice carry, though. Good pickup.
Jalen Burton, he works his way to the right side, picks up about
Well, this
4
is
yards
senior
on
night,
the
and the
play.
Caledonia seniors are really playing their
Before
hearts
being
out tonight.
tackled by Lowell's number 52.
Eddie Kelly and Jalen Burton, a
Mike
couple
Doyle.
senior running backs, having great senior seasons. They'll give Burton a gain of 4, so second down 6. Again, counter to Kelly. Carrying tacklers with him.
Good yardage.
And
That's
again to number 6,
what they like to
Eddie
see out of
Kelly.
that wishbone. 4 yards.
So third and short.
He's at about the 37.
Well, right now, Lowell doesn't have an answer for Eddie
close
Kelly.
to
I don't know if anybody
first
really
down
does, but
marker.
They haven't so
Yeah.
far, no.
He was tackled by Lowell's number 5, Nathan Stevens. Third down.
third down and 1. This time, Kelly breaks tackles, breaks another tackle, still on his feet. He's got the first down.
And off to number 6, Eddie Kelly. He does have the first down for the
Caledonia really in no hurry here. They've got plenty of time to score here, but I guess keeping it on the ground.
Yeah, if they can take most of the, like I mentioned, most of this quarter, get it right down to just maybe, whatever, a minute to play
Yeah,
or so, give or take.
And keep in mind, Caledonia gets
score.
the ball to start the second half.
And they
so-
do, you're right, exactly. So this is big, to be honest with you, Jerry. I know they're up already, but this would be a huge drive right before the half.
Kelly straight ahead, just taking the pile with him inside the 25.
And off to the
Right now, that
side,
Caledonia
number
offensive
6, Eddie
line
Kelly. He
just
pushes
blowing back
pile
the Red
before
Arrows off the
being
football.
tackled by number 22, Derek Massey. Pickup of 7 yards on the play. It'll be second down for the Caledonia offense.
Again, Kelly. He's got a first down.
And off to the right side to number 6, Eddie Kelly. He does have yardage good for another Fighting Scott first down. He was tackled by Lowell's number 81, Josh Brannigan.
Well, you'll either see the fullback or Burton this time. It'll be Burton.
This time, little
And
game.
off to the left side to number 20.
Burton on the
Jalen
carry.
Burton.
It's a little scuffle for the ball. I think Caledonia retains possession.
He's now at the 17-yard line. He
Give
was
him a
tackled
gain of
by
about
number 34,
1.
Josh Colgrove.
I almost think
Caledonia
he's going to
no
come to
hurry.
the point where he's going to call timeout. I think he's going to run this down and then call time.
Well, it's second down.
And he will.
And
Caledonia will
Yeah.
call timeout.
Caledonia does call timeout.
Timeout, Caledonia.
Well, they have the ball at the Lowell 17-yard line with 1:55 to go. They started this drive at their own 40 and just kept it on the ground, just methodically,
They're just-
alternating between.
They've got a ton of yards
Kelly
total
and Burton.
offense right now. And again, with 155,
Well, give a lot of credit right now to Caledonia's defense because Lowell had a lot of missed opportunities.
they've
You know,
had several. Like you'd mentioned, they've been on our
they
deep
had
in
a
our end several times,
great
at least.
great kickoff return, fumble
Well,
return down to the 10. You know,
Big
a
penalty,
couple,
push the ball deep into our
couple other
territory. and-
drives deep in our territory. But, Caledonia's defense has risen to the occasion.
For the Fighting
And right now, the
Scots.
Caledonia offense can make a statement here.
Gonna go with single back set right now.
Goes Kelly.
And another penalty comes in.
The handoff to
And it may
number
be,
6,
I don't know,
Eddie
they were on the
Kelly.
pile there, Jerry. I don't know if the
There is
face
a
mask got
penalty
grabbed or
marker
not.
on the
I'm not
play.
sure. We'll see what happens. Just seemed kind of late when the
We'll see
pile
what the
was
call
kind of
is.
stacking up. Yeah, no
No
flag.
flag.
And at this point in time, maybe that's a good thing. From what we've seen so far, I'm not sure.
That's going to bring up third down. Third down and about 4.
Flag. It's now third down and 5. We'll call it 4.
That's a ball at the 13-yard line. Send counter to Kelly. Breaking tackles. He's got a first down. It's going to be first and goal, Caledonia.
And off to number 6, Eddie Kelly, again following good blocking to that right side. And he does have yardage, good for the first down for the Fighting Scots. Tackled on the play by Lowell's number 81, Josh Brannigan.
I think the
Logan
fullback
Soule
that time.
on the carry. Got a couple tough
Internal
yards.
Handoff to number 41, Logan Soule.
It's going to bring up
Tripped
second
by
and
number
goal.
76, Logan
Gonna
Wilcox.
spot the ball at about the 6.
Well, you got to give the ball to the fullback. That keeps that middle linebacker honest. You got to keep those guys honest. So you got to every once in a while you need to give the ball to the fullback.
Kelly.
I think the ball came out. We'll see.
The handoff was to number 6, Eddie Kelly, and he is close to the goal line.
Didn't quite get in.
Well, you can tell the weather's having a little bit of an issue. There's been some balls on the ground, and obviously there's been some balls dropped.
Well,
He
third
could
down.
quarterback sneak this.
Christian
he's
does.
in.
Touchdown, Caledonia. Tanner Christian from 1 yard out.
Number 10,
Put Caledonia on top. 20-0. The score comes with just 16 seconds left in the second quarter.
Jerry, I think more impressive than the drive itself is clock management and making sure there's no time left here for Lowell to do much of anything just before the half. I mean, that's perfect. Like we mentioned, if they could take all of the quarter, which there was 5 minutes, they took off the clock.
Well, watch your son to try the PAT. Kicks up. It doesn't look good, and it isn't. So our score will remain Caledonia 20,
The kick was no good.
Lowell 0.
The Caledonia scoring drive, a total of 11 plays covering 60 yards, capped off by 1 yard run by number 10, Tanner Christian.
Well, you got to give a lot of credit to that Caledonia offensive line on that drive. They just pounded that Lowell defensive front.
Big holes.
Just
5
pushed
and 6 yards
pushed
of
them
carry.
back 60
they'll-
yards on
They'll
that
take
drive.
4, but they were getting 5 and 6 most of the time. And again, to me, the clock management to take almost the whole 5 minutes after they got possession of the football.
Well,
That's the best defense ever. Is Lowell can't have the football, they can't score.
Well, halftime it can't come soon enough for Lowell here. That defense looked like they were really getting gas this last drive by Caledonia.
And it won't take long for that to come back in the second half. They'll get a win maybe for a bit, but you watch, you get into the fourth quarter, and that'll show up again. Kelly's not been able to kick off deep, but I think that's due to the wet turf.
This time,
They've had some
Dean
good
on the
kickoff returns, so we'll see what happens.
this time Dean is stopped.
Well, 12 seconds here. We'll see what if Lowell decides to just maybe knee out and get out of here, get to the half, or are they going to try to put something up on the board?
Gets it out to about the 22-yard line.
Well, their passing game has just not clicked tonight yet. They,
And Caledonia secondary should just play basically what they call center field for the most part here. And
33, Andrew Herwire.
they're just going to hand it off.
it's a first down, but as soon as they put the ball down, the clock's going to start again. So Lowell
Only has
may or
3
may not get a
seconds.
playoff here. And that should do it.
They're going to go to halftime.
And that's it.
Trailing 20-0. Well, very impressive first half by Caledonia. offensively and defensively.
Yeah, you're right. I think really got to give it. I mean, though the offense has moved the ball up down the field, you really got to give credit to the defense with Lowell being deep in Caledonia's end several times and turned them away.
Well, we're just about ready to start the second half. Wilson and Burton back to take this kickoff from Steed. It's taken by Burton. He's got a good block. He's over the 30 where Caledonia will have it. 1st and 10. Well, good field position to start the second half.
Yep, again, same thing as always. Caledonia just needs to continue what they were doing in the first half. And just that time-consuming run game out of that wishbone offense is really what they need to do. We'll see what they pretty much only ran the spread one time tonight. They're staying pretty good with the wishbone set here. See if Lowell made any adjustments defensively. They have everybody up.
Counter to Kelly. Gets out near the 40. So gain of about 6. Well, like he's always said, his knee went down at about the 38. So
it looked like he had more than that. That's
sure
kind of a poor mark, but
he kind of bounced on the ground.
Yeah.
So
it's hard to say with that group tonight.
Yeah.
Lowell's bringing everybody.
That ball came with a blitz that time and got Christian for
Yeah,
a
they're
loss.
bringing everybody right now, so.
I think Christian might have got shaken up a little bit, and they're going to bring in Kobe Wilson for a series maybe.
No, I think he's
okay.
Gonna
stay in there.
Well, they're bringing everybody, that's for sure. They're just going to try to stop that run. They're just sending everybody.
Well, a loss of 4 on the play, so
they'll
third
go
down and 12.
32-yard line.
Spread this time for Caledonia. Incomplete. Dean on the coverage.
It'll be 4th down, and Caledonia will have to punt.
Stops at the clock at 10:44. They're sending Kelly into punt.
Defense by Lowell's number 81, Josh Brannigan.
Steed back to take the punt from Kelly. It's a low line drive away. Lowell's just let it gonna go. Takes a Caledonia bounce, and they'll down it at the Lowell 29-yard line. So
rolls dead down to the 29-yard line.
Lowell pretty much blitzed every down that time, just trying to get something to happen.
They're gambling right now.
And they're going to have to, because the standard defense is not going to be able to stop that run game.
A little stiffer breeze to start the second half. The wind picking up. Time Steed on that quick little screen. A little gain, maybe a yard at the best.
Well, Jerry, I'm going to make a little observation, too. We haven't seen much of Max Dean at all, and not even in the second quarter. No. Now that you think about it, he left the game a while back, early in the or late in the second half. I haven't seen him back since. So I don't know if there's something. Number 2, I haven't seen him since then. And maybe he just doesn't want to run him tonight, you know, and that's a possibility.
No gain, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for Lowell.
And maybe, like I said, too, and maybe he just doesn't want to run him tonight to risk injury or whatever. They've already qualified, so they're going to go.
Well, they come into tonight's ball game 7-0, so they're already in the driver's seat playoffs.
But then again, division-wise, and maybe that doesn't matter at this point. When I just made that, I just happened to think he left the game late in the first half and hasn't been back.
Well, a big 3rd down play here for the Caledonia defense. 3rd and 10. Stevens getting a heavy rush. Incomplete.
And that'll bring up 4th and long in their own territory. You would think Lowell's going to have to punt.
They'll punt it away.
12, Gabe Steed.
And the heavy mist starts again, Jerry. It was decent during the half, and now it's just swirling around the light towers here.
Well, we expect this weather to last to the end of this game, anyway, so.
And you got to make sure they kick it.
Foreman back deep.
43, Daniel Beery dropping back deep for Caledonia is number 4, Trenton Foreman.
Beery gets a punt away, a high end over end punt, a good punt for Lowell. Takes a Lowell bounce, and they'll down it at the Fighting Scot 12-yard line. So Beery gets a great punt away.
Well, Caledonia's going to have to make a little bit of an adjustment blocking up front right now if Lowell's going to send, 9 guys every time here. We'll have to see what they do. The option in those type plays, too, quick pitches and things like that, that'll get them back out of that blitzing right up the middle. And we'll see what they decide to do.
Caledonia's going to stay in the wishbone. Again, Lowell shows blitz. This time, Christian's back to pass. He's got Kelly out there, and he's got him. Eddie Kelly on a wheel route gets Caledonia out of trouble. And the ball all the way out to the 40-yard line.
Well, that comes out of the run fake very well, and everybody Cummins got to honor, see if somebody's got the ball, and by then, the quarterback's already throwing. And they're going to line up and bring everybody. I'm just sure we're going to see that pretty much the whole way here.
Some little gain that time on the counter.
And off to the left side to number 20.
Burton, the ball carrier, got about maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Of Red Arrows led by number 5, Nathan Stevens. Slight gain on the play. It'll be
second down
and long for the Fighting Scots.
8:32 to go here, third quarter.
So now they have a quarterback change this time. Wilson and Christians as a receiver. And a direct snap to Kelly.
Kelly's breaking tackles, gets to midfield. They should have enough for a Fighting Scot first down.
Number 6, Eddie Kelly to the left side. He does have yardage good for a first down. He's right at midfield.
So that's where Caledonia will have it, first and 10.
Number 50, Max Barber.
Right at the 50.
You see Coach Dean is in the referee's ear over there. I'm not sure what that's all about, but
again, Kelly just on a direct snap right to Kelly. Breaking tackles inside the 30, first down.
Number 6, Eddie Kelly, again to the left side. Solomon good blocking. All the way inside.
Oh, a little new wrinkle for Caledonia that time. And
direct snap to the back, but that's what's going to get Lowell out of that blitzing defense. If they're going to do that, Caledonia can just direct snap it. He's just going to pick a hole.
Well, Caledonia's going to go to the wishbone. No gain.
A fullback that time.
Interior handoff to number 41.
Logan Soul lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage that time. He's going to bring up second down. Again, though, Caledonia doing what they want to do. They're keeping the ball on the ground, taking time off the clock. Down in, approaching the 7-minute mark of the third quarter. Caledonia this time goes to the spread. Christian may keep it. He's got a man. Foreman. Touchdown, but we've got a flag.
There's a penalty flag down.
It's going to be a hold.
We'll see what that's going to be.
I think this one's coming back.
However, there is a penalty marker on the play.
This one's coming back. Be the second touchdown Caledonia's had negated by a penalty tonight.
So they are going to call holding against Caledonia.
Yeah, it'll move the ball back.
You know, I like Christian's back there, Jerry. He doesn't get rattled. He's always looking downfield. He's going to throw and he's going to run, and then he looked again. So he's not getting rattled really. He's still thinking back there. So that's a great job that time by him. Even though there was a holding call, he still was able to find an open receiver. And don't they say if you are going to hold on to play, you should score? You better score, right? If you're
Right.
holding, you better score. Because if you hold and you don't, that's
You're
another
right.
thing.
So that's going to bring up second down and long now
Ball
for
is
Caledonia.
back
They
to
got
the 44-yard line. It'll remain second down.
spot the ball just
and
inside the
long
Lowell
for the Fighting
45-yard line. Lowell showing blitz. Another flag.
The handoff was to number 6, Eddie Kelly, and there was a penalty marker on the play.
Well, the referee's talking
Well, I
it
don't know.
over.
Dean's been just barking in that referee's ear. I hope he's not influencing any type of call. He's waving his arms and just barking at him all the time. So we'll see what happens. Chop block against Caledonia.
It is against Caledonia.
I'm not sure if that's.
Caledonia
It's gonna be another big
is a
penalty.
personal foul chop block on the offense.
So that's going to back up Caledonia even further.
And I know now they're going to be, second down in a bunch here.
They're going to mark that off from the spot of the file. It's going to move the ball all
It's
the
going
way
to be like
back
second
to
and 40.
Caledonia territory, back to their own 40-yard line. They've got to get
Ball
just
is now
inside the
back to the
Lowell
40
20 for a
line
first
of
down.
Caledonia.
So
Second and long.
Thing is here, you don't need to get it all in one
No.
play.
counter to Kelly. He's going to be tripped up after about a 5-yard gain. It's gonna
The only
bring up
thing this
third
is
down.
really the only
handoff
thing
to
this
the
is
right
doing,
side
Jerry, it's
to
just
number
taking
6,
time off the
Eddie
Well,
clock.
that's
Kelly.
right. And, but that
Picks up a few
all
yards
working in
on the play
Caledonia's
before
favor
being
right now.
tackled by
Even though they're
number
going the
5
wrong
of
direction,
Lowell.
the positive
Nathan
point is just the
Stevens.
clock's running.
Number 6,
Caledonia's
Eddie
going to
Kelly.
punt it away again.
He was tackled by Lowell's number 34, Josh Colgrove.
Well, Kelly fortunate not to
He's
get
almost to
trapped in the
midfield.
backfield for a loss. Broke one tackle, did get some positive yards, but not nearly
It'll
enough. So
bring up fourth and
Caledonia
long, dropping back.
trots Kelly out to punt.
Well,
and
there was no
Steve-
sense in trying
Punt is
to
number 12, Gabe
maybe
Speed, and in punt
give a-
formation is number 6.
Create a turnover if
And
We've got
there is
another
a
flag.
by trying to get a
on the
first
play.
down. We'll see what happens here.
It's going to be against Caledonia.
Caledonia penalty is illegal procedure against the offense. It'll move it back 5 more yards. Number 6, Eddie Kelly in punt formation. Number 12,
He needs
Gabe
to-
Steed,
needs
who's
to kick it
deep
away
for the
from
Red
him.
Arrows.
Yeah, good punt by
Yeah,
Kelly,
He's going to have
Jerry.
going to be downed right at the 10-yard line.
Kelly's punt rolls
And that's
back
where Lowell will
at
take
about
over,
the
but-
10-yard line, where the Lowell Red Arrows will have it first and
Well, that
10.
possession, you knew you weren't going to try to get points on that. You just keep possession and try to pin them deep, which they did.
And they took
And it-
time off the
It
clock.
took time off the clock,
And
exactly.
they've got Lowell pinned way deep back at their own 10-yard line.
And I got to think Lowell's just going to have to throw the football here, Jerry, to try to get something back.
Nearly intercepted. That pass is intended for Seth Dean.
Stevens' long pass down the middle of the field intended for number 3, Zach.
No,
We say that-
Bryce Hauser had a chance to pick that one off.
Stevens just has not been able to get that.
No, and
That's
you,
a game
when you look at the
tonight.
weather right now, too, it's
Bryce Hauser.
it's miserable for trying to throw the football.
Well, Max Dean is back in there. He's got the ball. He's got a hole. Going to be out to about the
Handoff to the
20.
left
He's
side
going to
to
be
number 2, Max Dean.
he's going to be
for
close to
Lowell.
a first down. And it is.
He does have enough yardage for a first down before being
You're right, though,
stopped
Brian. We
by
haven't seen him for
number
a long
80,
time.
Ryan
And,
Hessler.
just picked up a 10 yards there for the Red Arrows. Again, overthrown over the head of intended receiver. Stops the clock with 4:28 to go.
Intended for number 15, Tanner Barnes. Pass was
Well, Brian,
incomplete.
the last 2 home games we've done, we got
Broken
kind of
up
used
by
to having a
Caledonia's
running
number
clock.
23,
But,
Bryce
Yeah, we have.
But,
Well, it'll be tough now, too.
Yeah.
They've mixed the extra point, so it's going to take, you know, a couple scores and a 2-point conversion. But anyway, so far, we're chewing up almost the whole third quarter, and they've held them out of the end zone.
Time Steed on the reception. Got about 6, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
Stevens pass to the near sideline, complete to number 12, Gabe Steed. Tackled by Caledonia's number 5, Drake Ellens, and number 41, Logan Soul. 3rd down and 4 for the Red Arrows.
Well, Caledonia crowd to their feet. They want to get this football back. Dean. He's going to be just short of the 1st down.
Well, he'll go for it here, Jerry. He's down. He'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, we'll see what the spot is.
Interior handoff to number
They
2,
said he
Max
got it.
Dean.
Boy, he got a
Boy, he
very
got a great spot. Oh, man.
favorable spot.
Huge favorable spot.
He was tackled by Caledonia's
Wow.
number 50, Max.
All right,
Barber.
well, 1st and 10 for Lowell.
Correct. Number 50 is Danny Paz.
Ball knocked
And-
incomplete.
Big Nick Adams that time with his hands up, batted that pass away.
Caledonia's number 86, Nick Adams.
Nick's 6'6". You're going to have to get the ball in the air to get it over him. Great job that time by getting his hands up. You always tell your lineman, make sure you get your hands in the air on that throw. And that time Adams got his up, knocked it down.
Well, 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock. 3:31 to go. That incomplete pass did. Stevens has a completion, but for short gain. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and long. 3rd down and
Pass to
about
the left
6.
Side, complete to number 81, Josh Brannigan.
Lowell
Was
needs
met
to get out to
immediately
about their
by
own 40
Caledonia's
for a
number
1st down.
22, Jake Murphy. 3rd down and 5 for the Red Arrows. The ball is at the 35-yard line.
I don't know if he looked like he caught it.
He said he caught
They
it.
say he did catch it.
Looked like a trap from here, but
Wow,
we're
it
way
did
on
too.
the
He
other
kind
side
of
the
turned himself
field.
back around. Looks like the ball might have come out, but
Well, they're
right in
saying
front of the Lowell bench.
1st and 10. Lowell.
Number 12, Gabe Steed. He does have yardage for a 1st down for the Red Arrows.
It's a fumble. Lowell does recover it, but a loss on the play.
There was a fumble on the play, recovered again by Lowell's number 2, Max Dean, and pressured by Caledonia's number 86. Nick
Dean just
Adams.
fell on it.
So a loss of about 5 on the play, so it brings up 2nd down. Time. Completion to Seth Dean, got about
Really?
5 yards back. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Stevens pass to the near sideline, complete to number 3, Zeph Dean. Tackled as soon as he caught it by number 22.
Well, very fast-moving
Blake
3rd
Hoover,
quarter, a
and
minute 50 to
by
go.
number 5, Drake Ellen.
Third down and 9 right now facing the Red Arrows. Incomplete. The pass intended for Steed.
Great defense by Soul that time again, right across the middle of the field.
Crossing pattern intended for number 12, Gabe Steed. Defense nicely and broken up by Caledonia's number 41.
Well, I think Lowell's going to go for it.
4th and long for the Red Arrows.
Oh, Lowell's got to go for it here. Then Cali can get a stop and get halfway decent field position back here. They can get a stop on 4th down.
That is 4th and 9. Incomplete. Pass thrown behind.
And the defense did their job again.
Stevens pass intended for number 12, Gabe Steve.
So Caledonia holds on downs and takes over at the Lowell 43-yard line.
22, Jake Murphy. They'll turn the ball over on downs, and Caledonia will have the ball 1st and 10 at Lowell's 44-yard line.
Lone setback is Kelly on the pitch.
He needs to stay in bounds. If you can, Jerry, that clock's got to keep running.
That's Eddie Kelly.
Got bumped out at about the 40, so a gain of 3.
What I like about Caledonia's offense tonight, Jerry, they've shown them several different looks. I mean, they've direct snapped to Kelly. They've run spread, did some quick pitches. They're wishbone. They're doing a good job mixing it up.
Counter to Kelly. He's got the first down.
Nice close.
And off to the right side.
Oh, he didn't get a good spot. He's going to be short. Got to the 35.
He gets to about the 35-yard line, just shy of
We needed one of those Lowell spots.
Yes, absolutely.
50, Max Barber.
You take a step forward instead of a step back to spot it.
Well, 3rd and short now for Caledonia. Under a minute to go, 3rd quarter. I think Caledonia drew him off, but no call. Again to Kelly. And he's stopped in the backfield for a loss by Colgrove.
Now it's 4th down.
Off to number 6, Eddie Kelly.
Coach Burrell, I think he may not have to run a play. See if he'll go to the 4th quarter here. He may have to run a play yet. I'm not sure.
Loss on the play, 4th down.
We'll give him a loss of 2
Nope,
on the
they won't
play.
have to run a play, Jerry. We're going to go to the 4th quarter.
Oh, Caledonia maintains that 20-0 lead at the end of 3.
Well, Lowell's bringing everybody right now, Jerry, on that. Just trying to stop that run play. They're just getting killed, so they have to do that. And so far, Caledonia's done a pretty good job mixing it up and getting away from them being able to key on Eddie Kelly. And
Yep, they've been keying on him this half.
oh, absolutely have.
Winner should report to the South Concession Stand.
He completely beat him in the first half, so they're going to head.
The winner of the 50-50 cash raffle is ticket number.
So it'll be 4th down in about 3.
950.
Caledonia's got to get it
4th
up.
and 4.
They've got to get to the Lowell 34-yard line for a first down.
The way their defense is playing, there's no reason why not to, I guess, at this point. And Lowell will bring everybody, I'm sure here. They've had 6 and 7 down linemen most of the second half.
They almost drew Lowell offsides on that last play. Let's see what happens here.
I think he got it.
Second effort.
Well, the other official's going to give him a bad spot.
Boy, I think so too. We'll see here. This is not a good spot from this angle.
I don't know how you bring it back that far.
Boy, we're going to have to. They said he did not get it.
Just short of the first down. The Red Arrows will take the ball.
When I tell you, that's a couple of bad. That spot was horrible. I can't help it. That's just. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be biased, but that's just. That was bad, Jerry. He was well over.
Well, Lowell takes over on downs. Stevens forced to the air. Incomplete.
Stevens pass intended to the far sideline to number 12, Gabe Steed. Pass was incomplete.
Boy, Steed has not.
He hasn't been a factor at all tonight.
Not at all.
Drake Ellen.
No, Steed, you're right, Jerry. He was kind of their key guy that's kind of been getting them there, but he hasn't not been a factor tonight.
Nope. Stops the clock with 11:49 to go here in the ball game. Stevens back to pass again, this time through the hands of Seth Dean.
Stevens pass to the near sideline intended.
I'm not sure what the completion to incompletion ratio is tonight.
It's not good.
It's not good for
It's
Lowell.
not good, no.
For the Fighting Scots.
Anyways, that incomplete pass stops the
Third
clock
down
with
and
11:45 to go. And it's going to bring up third down and 10. Ball just inside the Red Arrow 35-yard line. Again, that pass off the intended receiver's hands.
Number 10, Ryan Stevens.
Brannigan.
Intended for number 81, Josh Brannigan, at about the 45-yard line. Pass was incomplete.
So that stops the clock, and it's fourth down. We'll see if Lowell goes for it at this point in the ball game.
Fourth and long.
I think they're going to have to.
Yeah,
I
they're
really
just not
do.
going to get the ball back 3 more times.
No, absolutely not. They're. I'm sure they will go for it here. They just got nothing to lose.
And again,
Several times on fourth down tonight.
This heavy mist rain still coming down tonight. Stevens rolling out to his right.
And defended well over there that time. Yeah, Logan Stoll again.
Yep. So the Caledonia secondary does its job.
Pass intended to the far sideline for number 15, Tanner Barnes. Knocked down nicely by Caledonia.
So Caledonia takes
Number
over on
31,
downs at
Logan
the
Stoll. And Caledonia will take over on downs at the 35-yard line of the Red Arrows.
And then here we go with that different look again with Kelly in the backfield. Probably going to get the direct snap. And I wouldn't be surprised maybe if Jerry, I'd hate to say it, but one of these times you think Kelly will throw the football?
Yeah, he might.
You know what I mean? They're keying hard, and they know when he's back there that they think maybe all he's going to do is run. So I don't know what kind of wrinkles they have. I would think there's a possibility that that's there.
Well, I was just thinking, Lowell on that last series, they took over on their own 34-yard line, threw 4 incomplete passes, and then the ball started at the 35-yard line. So riddle me that. Anyway, second down here for Fighting Scots. Kelly breaking tackles all the way down.
Number 6, Teddy Kelly.
To about the 26.
Takes the handoff to the right side, gets it to about the just shy of the 25-yard line. Tackled by Lowell's number 62, Danny.
Clock
Cleary.
running, 10:35 to go.
Third down and short.
Third down and about 1. Christian on the keep, but I think he's got the first down this time.
Yeah, he got it.
Number 10, quarterback Tanner Christian on the keeper. He does have the first down.
And it is their first down, Caledonia.
Tackled by Lowell's number 34, Josh Colgrove.
This time, Kelly the lone back. Christian under center, just hands it off to Kelly. Short gain.
Well, this is just
Number
man
6,
on man.
Eddie
Everybody's
Kelly
on the
takes
line of
handoff
scrimmage
to
for
the
Lowell
right
right now, and
before
it's
being
just
tackled by number 45, Nicholas.
run the ball. Here we come. But Lowell's got 6, 7 down linemen every play.
Down
Plus they're
for
sending
Caledonia.
linebackers.
Well, we'll give Kelly a gain of 1 on that carry. Second down. Caledonia back to the wishbone. Again, Lowell with a blitz. There's a fumble. And Christian alertly covers it.
There was a fumble on the play
loss on the
created
play.
by number 34, Josh Coldgrove, and number 10, Tanner Christian, got back on it for Caledonia. Loss on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Well, 3rd down and about 16. Caledonia needs to get to the Lowell 15 for a 1st down.
Well, again, Lowell's blitzing. They're just sending everybody but
they're
2.
Just gambling every play now.
I mean, they're 8 and 9 guys most of the time. They're only leaving 2 guys back, so they're sending everybody possible. And I think Caledonia's going to wait, call timeout here. Probably talk about a little bit of blocking. Let it run right down.
Caledonia does call timeout. Stops the clock with 8:35 to go.
Timeout, Caledonia.
Well, the game's gone pretty much like we thought it would, Brian. We thought that Caledonia could run the football, and we knew that the only way that chance that Lowell had tonight was to throw the football, and they have not been able to throw the football.
Not at all,
tonight,
no. I mean, in the second half here, to even try to stop that running game at all, they're just unloading and sending everybody they can.
Of course, the keys to the game was a couple of series by that Caledonia defense in the first half that turned away some golden opportunities for the Red Arrows. Didn't let them cash in.
Yeah.
That's a sign of a good football team.
Yeah, we're going to go back to that exactly. That's at least 4 times deep inside the 20-yard line, I think, on every one of those, and the defense turned them away. And I think 3 or 4 times on 4th down, even throughout the game when Lowell went for it, they've stopped them then too at different spots in the field. It's really getting nasty out now. The rain is still
been a real
nasty, grimy night here, but Cali's going to go
with the
to
weather. But you know, both teams play in the weather,
so they're going to
so
spread them out here.
Lowell does again come with a blitz. Incomplete.
So I'll bring up 4th down.
So 4th down and incomplete pass stops.
I'm sure Caledonia run a play and just try to push it down in there a little bit farther. It's going to run time off the clock.
Well, Caledonia got away with a hold that last time on that blitz. I'm sure that wasn't the blocking scheme that the coaching staff talked about. But
probably not. And the ball looked wet. It didn't come out clean.
No.
And
so Caledonia, 4th down.
It wasn't a good pass. It was definitely a duck, and it's that kind of weather.
This time Kelly's got a touchdown, Eddie Kelly. Caledonia on top, 26-0. A 31-yard reception from Christian to Kelly. Watch us on for the point after.
What a nice throw by Christians that time, Jerry. I mean, Kelly made a nice catch, but that's just a nice throw. Plain and simple. Hit him on a run on a crossing route. Perfect.
Kicks up. This one's good. So our score, Caledonia 27, Lowell 0. With 8:22 to go. Well, right now, if you would have asked me at the start of the season, would Caledonia beat Rockford 42-0? And would they be ahead of Lowell 27-0 with 8:22?
Beat East Grand Rapids 28-7.
They'd have to lock us and throw away the key. No one would have thought that. But what a tremendous effort tonight by Caledonia.
It's getting nasty out too. It's pretty much, the wind's picking up. It's just getting, and I'm sure it's a lot colder and a lot wetter across the way. You can bet on that. That's one thing about these type games. If you're up, you'll put up with it, but it just seems that much colder and that much wetter when you're getting beat. And you can see them filing out now, Jerry. They've had enough of the weather, and they've had pretty much enough of the purple and white here tonight.
Kelly gets a line drive kick away, taken up by Steed. He goes down at about the 22. Well, about the only excitement for Lowell tonight will be the bridge slide at 996. That's
correct.
That'll be the big excitement for the Red Arrows.
That's
tonight.
right. That's right. They were doing that tonight. I forgot about that.
He was tackled by Caledonia's number 52, Zane Gorby. 1st and 10 for the Red Arrows.
Stevens still at the controls. Max Dean is in there. Intended for Steve, again, well covered.
Ellen's again right there.
Intended downfield to number 12, Gabe Steed, broken up nicely by Caledonia's number 5, Drake Ellen.
Well, you know, the thing of it is, when Lowell's receivers have had separation tonight, they haven't been able to hold on to the football.
No, not at all. And it's cold and it's wet. Your hands just got to be like rocks right now.
And they just give it to Dean straight ahead. For a couple.
Number 2, Max Dean, is the ball carrier, gets out to about the 24-yard line, going to bring up 3rd down and long.
3rd and long. They'll give Dean a gain of 1 on that play.
Danny Potts.
Ball comes out of the hands of Stevens. He covers it, so it'll be 4th down, and I think Lowell will punt it away at this time.
The ball was loose on the pass attempt.
It's 4th down.
Recovered again.
The ball inside their own 20.
Number 10, Ryan Stevens.
There's just too much time left to give Caledonia the field position.
Well, I think he's going to, I don't know what he's going to do. He's talking to his quarterback.
I think he's going to go for it.
I can't believe they would, but they may. I mean, they need points. Now he's made the decision.
You got to punt.
You can't give Caledonia the short field back. They'll just. I don't even know if I'd put anybody back. Just let him kick it.
Number 43.
And they're not going to. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't put anybody back deep for this. Just let him kick it.
Nice punt away. That's a Lowell bounce, and they'll down it at the Fighting Scot 40-yard line.
Billy's punt goes across midfield and comes to rest at the 40-yard line, where the Fighting Scots will have it 1st and 10.
Well, a fast-moving quarter here. We only have 6:41 to go in this contest. Caledonia firmly in control, 27-0.
I think Lowell has 9 down.
There's a fumble.
And he even picks it up.
Christian picked it up. Got 1 man to beat. Seth Dean knocks him out, but well, the fumble, I think the whole pile just kind of stopped. And Christian picked it up and alertly scooted around the left end.
Gets out across midfield all the way to the 42-yard
He's got pretty good presence about him, Jerry, like I said earlier. He doesn't get rattled much either. He just calmly, picked that thing up and made something out of it. He does not get rattled. I think Caledonia's going to call timeout again here, or Lowell did. I'm not sure who. We'll find out just a minute.
Caledonia.
Timeout, Caledonia.
Well, 1st and 10 for Caledonia. Lone setback is Kelly. He's going to hand off from Christian. Off the right side, just breaking tackle, still on his feet. Gets inside the 35.
The handoff to the right side to number 6, Eddie
Well, this is
Kelly.
what we kind of thought, that defense would get wore down here by the fourth quarter, and they have.
Yeah, you can see their beat. They're walking, you know, you get that look. You're going to stand. It's just a nasty evening, and they've been, yeah, they're you can tell they've been pushed around a little bit.
Coming with a blitz. This time Kelly breaks tackles, breaks another tackles. Breaks tackle again inside the 20. First down, Caledonia.
And off to the left side to number 6, Eddie Kelly. Shows some excellent second effort.
Well, that's a chance you're going to take, Gary, with that. If you're going to send 9 guys and there's only 2 guys back and you break through, that's what they're going to get.
Tackled by number 3, Zeph Dean.
Well, that's the other thing, too. You can tell by the uniforms, Brian, Lowell's had a lot of players go 2 ways tonight. Back to the wishbone for the Fighting Scots.
Fullback still going.
Got a couple of tough yards.
Yeah, it's a good idea on a bad slippery night, too, to get Kelly out of the game right now. I don't want to get a crazy injury of any kind right now. The game's well in hand, so why not?
Tackled on the play by Lowell.
Well, this is going to move Caledonia into a tie for first place
Pick up a 3 yards on
with
the
Lowell
play.
and the
Second
OK
down
White. But
for
more
Caledonia.
importantly, it's going to guarantee Caledonia a spot in the playoffs.
Absolutely. And that's the most important thing right now, too, because a lot of teams we do very well against teams that don't know us very well.
There's another fumble. Caledonia recovers.
And in the playoffs, like I'd mentioned, too, teams that don't know us or see us very often just don't do well against us.
It's hard to get ready for the Caledonia's first offense.
Yeah, in a week's time, you don't know who you're going to play until that head. So, yeah, it's going to be difficult. We still have another game to play, and hopefully no one gets, you got to stay away from injuries and all that sort of thing. But so far,
we'll be traveling to Grand Rapids Christian next week. Take on the Eagles. Caledonia going to an offset eye.
Quick pitch.
Burton gets the corner. Touchdown. No, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at about the 5.
The sideline was to number 20, Jalen Burton, and he picks his way around the outside and gets it inside to about the 5-yard line.
You see, he stepped out at the 5. I thought he was closer than that. One of them great spots again.
So it'll be first and goal for Caledonia from the 5-yard line. Again, the wind and rain has just picked up.
It's miserable out right now. The wind has really picked up here in the second half. They say it was going to. And the temperature's dropping.
Hand off to Burton. He's inside. Touchdown, Caledonia. Jalen Burton. 5 yards out. Put Caledonia on top, 33-0. That score comes at the 3:40 mark of the fourth quarter. Watch us again on to try the point after. Foreman will do the holding.
And that should finish thinning the crowd out, I think, across the way.
In to attempt the point after touchdown kick is number 16, Austin Watrous.
Kicks up. He's going to go for it.
And a kind of a fire call, they call it, when the holder doesn't get the snap down. But anyways.
Our score will remain 33-0.
The pass was
well, one of the things you got to remember, too, Brian, we can't get too chippy about this, and Caledonia's team shouldn't either. We may face Lowell in the playoffs.
We're both
Division II teams. You just never know where you're going to get placed. And,
Right, and really kind of hope maybe they get knocked off somewhere along the way before you have to go against them again.
Lowell is a lot better than what they've shown tonight. We really kind of thought Caledonia was going to win tonight simply because of the experience factor and the motivational factor going into tonight's game. You know, it's been a long time since Caledonia's beaten Lowell, and too long, but it's going to be sweet tonight.
Yes. Done a great job. They just played outstanding again, both sides of the ball.
Lowell Red Arrows is number 12, Gabe Steed, and number 15, Tanner Barnes.
We're going to have a new kicker for Caledonia.
And set to put the ball in play is number 16, Austin
Watrous will do the kicking off. So he gets a nice high end over end kick. Taken by an up back. Well, Caledonia's going to do some substitutions here with 3:33 to go.
I think Lowell's going to do the same.
Tanner Barnes took Watrous' kickoff out across the 30 to the 34-yard line where the Red Arrows will have it 1st and 10. Tackled on the play by Caledonia's number 16, Austin Watrous.
Getting awfully close to a
number 2, Peyton Quaker on the stop. Number 16, Anthony Alderink is now the quarterback for Lowell.
Quick handoff. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play.
Number 24, Duncan Elliott, the ball carrier, tackled by number 68, Jake Fedawa.
Fedawa for Caledonia, number 68 on the stop. Caledonia made several substitutions, not wholesale, but they do have several clean jerseys in the ball game. That's the easy way to tell that tonight.
Lowell's just going to be content to run the football.
Going
to bring up 3rd down and 9. No gain on that play.
He was grabbed immediately by Caledonia's number 33, Andrew Herwire.
Well, Brian, I don't know if we'll have another home game this year unless we were fortunate to host a playoff game.
Get a playoff game home, but and maybe if they can win next week and be 7-2, and you know the draw in the Division II, you'll see what happens.
Always that possibility. You know, Caledonia's won every game here at home this year, and they've beat some very good teams here. Again, just a straight in handoff. Quarterback's going to keep it. And Lowell's going to maintain possession. The 1st down.
Yeah, it'd be nice to pitch a shutout here if they can, but we'll see what happens with a couple minutes left in the game.
I don't know the last time I can remember when Lowell's been shut out.
Exactly, and that was the same with the Rockford game.
For the Red Arrows, and he was tackled by
You'd have to do some digging in the records there to find a game like that.
Well, Lowell does have it. 1st and 10. The Fighting Scot 49-yard line. Just straight up handoff.
Number 24, Duncan Elliott.
Elliott, the ball carrier, got maybe a yard.
Tackled by number 7.
Boy, it's really nasty out here. I know we keep mentioning it. It just seems like it's getting worse. It's raining hard. It's windy. It's just nasty.
Yeah, but the majority of this Caledonia crowd's still here. They're enjoying every bit of this game. It's been like we said, it's been a long
just
time.
Miserable
since Caledonia's
outside.
beat Lowell. Loss on the playback.
Fans are getting into it now, aren't they?
Number 16, Anthony Alderink, was the ball carrier to the right side.
Well, Lowell may get another playoff.
By Caledonia's number 58, John Klein.
Winding down to about 20 seconds to go. And I think that's going to do it. I don't think they're going to run another play. You got to sit down with me, the camera. And
That's
our
it.
final. Caledonia 33, Lowell 0. Well played game. A game that
Oh man, I mean,
Coach Dean called. He said we didn't have a chance, and like I said, we can't argue with that. But I'll tell you what, Coach Dean's a tremendous coach. He's got a tremendous program, and if we play these guys again, it wouldn't surprise me if things could be different. This is a very well-coached team. They didn't play good tonight, but you got to give all the credit in the world to Caledonia.
Oh my gosh,
Caledonia played tremendous tonight, and they were just dominant on both sides of the football. Started there in the first half.
You know what? To me, the most impressive thing has been how dominant the defense has been over the last few weeks. They've really picked the pace up, and I mean, the offense has been playing well, but now the defense has picked it up to go along with that, and now it's a complete football team.
Yes. Well, like we say, next week Caledonia travels to Grand Rapids Christian to finish the OK White campaign. Caledonia moves into a first-place tie with these Lowell Red Arrows, and I believe Lowell takes on Forest Hills Central next week. And keep in mind, Forest Hills Central, the only team in the OK White to beat Caledonia.
And they were. I went to that ball game, and that's a physical football team. They really are. Their record doesn't show it, but they can play physical football. And if Lowell happens to be down a little bit after this, I don't know. It's possible. I was impressed by them that night. I know Caledonia didn't play well that night, but they did play a physical football game. So. Again, it's high school football, and week to week, anything can happen.
It's so true. But Caledonia next week has a lot to play for. A chance of OK Gold Championship or OK White Championship, and a better seeding in the Division II playoffs.
Exactly. So, and that'll be fun to watch them. I think we talked earlier about that too. Caledonia does well once they get to the playoff setup, just because it's hard to get ready for them, with just a short week of practice each time like that. So, great. Hey, what a perfect ball game tonight. Super big crowd. Caledonia fans are really supportive, and our kids are really putting on a really good show for them right now.
Again, a well-played and well-deserved victory by these Fighting Scots. That's our final. Caledonia 33, Lowell 0. See you next time. I'm Jerry Hoover.
I'm Brian Bennett.